Has your cat ever had a matted coat? You know, those tangled clumps of fur that seem impossible to get rid of. It's one of the most common problems cat owners face, especially with long-haired breeds like Persians, Maine Coons, and Ragdolls. But here's the good news: removing mats doesn't have to be a battle. With the right tools and a few simple tricks, you can make the process a lot easier for both you and your cat. Now, I get it. Mats can look uncomfortable for your cat, and they can even lead to skin irritation or infection if not dealt with properly. So, how do you remove them without causing your cat stress or discomfort? Stick with me, because I'm going to show you the fastest way to get rid of those pesky mats without turning grooming into a dreaded chore. First things first, you need to make sure you've got the right tools. You can't just use any old brush. I recommend getting a good quality mat comb or a slicker brush. These tools are specifically designed to tackle mats without pulling too hard on your cat's fur. And don't forget a detangling spray. It works wonders to loosen up those tight knots before you start combing through them. Once you've got your tools ready, the next step is all about being gentle and patient. Cats can be sensitive when it comes to grooming, especially if they're not used to being brushed regularly. Start by calming your cat down in a quiet space. It's best to groom them when they're relaxed, maybe after a nap or when they're in a calm mood. This will make the whole process go much smoother. Now, to actually remove the mats, use your fingers to gently pull apart the mat as much as you can. If the mat is small, you can usually work it loose with your fingers. For larger mats, carefully use your comb or slicker brush to gently work through the mat, starting at the edges and slowly moving toward the center. If the mat is really tight, it may take a bit of time. But be careful not to pull too hard. This could cause your cat pain, and we don't want that. If the mat is just too stubborn, a little detangling spray can help loosen it. Spray a small amount on the mat, and let it sit for a minute before trying again. And remember, if the mat is really tangled, don't hesitate to ask a professional groomer for help. Lastly, when you've removed the mat, be sure to brush your cat's entire coat to keep everything smooth and mat-free moving forward. Regular brushing, especially for long-haired cats, can prevent future mats and help keep your cat's fur looking shiny and healthy. If you found this hack helpful, make sure to subscribe for more tips on cat grooming and health. Taking a few minutes to care for your cat's fur can make a big difference in their comfort and happiness.